Welcome back to this Simplicity Parenting podcast with me, Kim John Payne. So glad you could join us as we head into this holiday season. We're going to be doing something a little bit special. Here at Simplicity Parenting Institute, we sort of brainstormed a little bit and thought, how could we be of maximum support during the gifting season, during the time we all come together? And we've come up with a simple holiday, a survival kit. Like how do we get through these holidays and really come out the other end feeling we're in good shape? We're kind of as good, if not better, in terms of connection as a family as when we went into this. And we've put together a collection, and it's a collection of various pieces of podcasts and such that directly relate to the holiday season. And we'll right there in the show notes, you'll see a link to go directly to a page where you can unpack a little bit more of what I'm going to be overviewing in these podcasts. And because it's obviously a really busy season, I don't want these podcasts to be a part of the problem, right? Where they're we're in kind of overwhelm, and these podcasts just add to the overwhelm. So we'll slow them down a little bit. We'll put them out every couple of weeks rather than every week. But we will have this resource page, and it's when I looked at it and I looked at the overview of the resources on it, I thought, gosh, I really suspect that's going to be of use. I hope that's true for you. In the first section, which is around Thanksgiving here in North America and in many other places in the world, around about this time of year, we start getting together as families. And that's the first piece in the resource library is how to avoid advice overload. You know, when you come together as a family and you're trying to live a simple and balanced family life, and you get together with extended family members and you realize, wow, we're living quite a different life from some of our extended family. Now, that might not be the case, but gosh, it so often is. So many people have heavily bought into the too much, too soon, too sexy, too young, and they've really bought into a lot of the screen use. You've been trying so hard to not be distracted by screens and not have them invade your home, and there you are at your parent-in-laws or grandparents or brothers or sisters, the children's aunts and uncles, and there it is in all its Western or worldwide glory. And what do you do with that? A part of that is that comes with that is noticing how different things are and how differently you're raising your kids. And in a sense, this well-known message when your children ask is first of all to just say, look, in our family, we do things differently. And what we do is this. It's not just what we don't do. And there'll be a podcast on that exact theme in the resource library. The advice overload comes with this, brothers and sisters really, wanting to give you a lot of advice about how to raise your kids because they figure they're being disadvantaged. I know, right? But anyway, disadvantaged in having this kind of way of raising your children. And in the advice overload, and there's another podcast as well about in-law advice, advice from grandmothers and grandfathers of your kids. There's a fairly deep dive into those two themes in how to handle when a lot of advice is coming your way. It could be direct, or it could be kind of slightly indirect. It doesn't come right at you, but it's very pointed. And that'll be the first. We wanted to put that first because around Thanksgiving, that's often what happens, because there's a lot of time that we're spending with families that we otherwise just wouldn't be doing. And so that's why I thought that could be the first thing to address, is how to handle kind of almost like a culture clash when you get together with extended family, and how to handle frankly, it's the judgments that come, with that territory. And so those podcasts and that advice and other stuff on that resource page, it really might be of use. You might have, in general, heard some of these podcasts in the past. Some of them come from ages back. Some are new. It's just it's so worth looking through the window of the holiday season at the advice that is given in these podcasts. So I sure hope this is going to be helpful. I'm so looking forward to rolling out these, what I hope will be a survival kit. Okay, that's it for now.